right there.
What is going on, everyone? And happy Monday yet again. We are back live here for the No Total Racing League. Tonight we'll be going racing at Legacy PHONEIX. So PHONEIX is out the dog leg. Let me give you an idea on what that looks like real quick. So there's your typical PHONEIX Raceway. You see it looks a little bit different than it does nowadays. You see turns 1 and 2 a little bit different. The open dog leg ain't there. And the biggest difference about this PHONEIX is the start-finish line is on that straightaway you see by the tower. Let me go my mouse. Right here. Where you see me circle my mouse. Right through the start-finish line instead of over here. That's the biggest difference. We got 130 laps of racing here tonight. Tonight's race is going to be sponsored by Maconi Setup Shop. Or, excuse me, Maconi Setup Shop 130. If you're not familiar with Maconi Setup Shop, very good open setup program they got going. They actually have a contract through iRacing to where they actually do the C-Fix now for the trucks. So, going to go ahead and play a video for y'all real quick, and then probably during a caution move through the race we'll play it again.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. There's a reason that Maconi Setup Shop is trusted by more virtual and real-world tracks and companies than any other setup shop in iRacing. With partners such as Stafford Motor Speedway, the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, Five Flags Speedway, Speed 51, and more. When you want something done right, you go to the experts at Maconi Setup Shop.
With setups available for most series on both asphalt and dirt, built by a team of professional builders consisting of some of the top talents on the service, Maconi Setup Shop LLC has what you need to hit the track with confidence. Head over to MaconiSetupShop.com and learn why Maconi Setup Shop is the official setup shop of Richmond Raceway Esports and is partnered with some of the largest names in virtual and real racing.
And remember, at Maconi Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Alright. A little promo video got sent to me for the Maconi Setup Shop. I want to go ahead and pull down our actual guy who sponsored this race. Same guy who sponsored it last week, Tyler Merritt, fresh off 2 podium finishes in a row, looking for number 3. We'll go ahead and pull him down here and give him a quick talk to before qualifying starts. What is going on? Thumbstick, you got a copy? Tyler, are you there? Yeah, we'll give him a try after qualifying. Real quick, just to give you an idea what you got running here. 27.93 Nelson with a quick time in practice. Turner just behind up. Johnny Brug pretty close as well. A little bit different than what we were seeing last week. Last week you saw Nelson with about a 1/10 and a half faster in the field in practice. But here tonight in practice here, it's about a 1/10 between the top 4. Alex Chase goes out on track. Let's watch him put in his qualifying laps. No time put in quite yet. Alex Chase still gets some laps put in. He goes across the start-finish line here at Legacy PHONEIX for his first lap. Alex Chase is a 28.14. talking to drive beforehand, they're saying this track is like driving on eggshells all the way around. And more than likely, especially if that dog leg right there, I'd imagine it gets pretty squirrely on old tires. Loxton currently with that pole position. We'll watch Chase finish his second lap here. And we're actually going on board with Brug here. Let's go on board Johnny Brug and get an idea on how difficult this track is to maneuver. You right on board with Johnny Brug. Hollingsworth getting that pole position for now, 27.90. Brug going to take it away. Those are 27.86. Nelson grabbing those are 27.72. Benjamin Nelson, Johnny Brug, your only two winners this season. Each have 2 wins. We're still looking for a new winner here tonight. Outside these two dominated last season. Next week, we will start looking at the point standings. Because remember, here in No Toad Racing League, your worst 2 races will be dropped, whether that be a drop week or a dead last finish. Now, Johnny Brug going to have to settle with an outside pole for now if no one's able to beat him as we go ahead and watch Corner complete his laps. Oh. Why complete his laps? Let's try to give Mr. Thumbstick, Tyler Merritt, another. Right. Hey Tyler, you there?
Yes.
I tried reaching you earlier, but I guess you were AFK. But man, sponsoring yet another race here tonight, 2 in a row. Tonight you switched up, went with Maconi Setup Shop. Gave you guys a little preview on what they do, and played that video that Brug sent me. Man, go into some more detail on what Maconi offers.
Well, Maconi offers everything from dirt to road and oval asphalt setups. They they also do everything from custom paints to also custom setups. And Jeff has been really, I'd say Jeff has been really trying to focus on, I guess, trying to be the most cost-effective setup shop in the community, trying to not overcharge people like some other ones are doing, And
Now,
I'd say,
my bad. Go ahead.
I was also gonna say just that he's partnered with iRacing. The shop is eNASCAR iRacing. He's been doing giveaways, like he's been giving them new, it's like the new accounts, like a 1-month free subscription or the 3 months subscriptions for free, with the 1 month of Maconi setups too for free,
So you mean to tell me if I create another iRacing account?
Well, yeah, all you gotta do is message him or one of the Maconi Setup Shop accounts on social media, and they'll probably give you a code for a new account. Yeah.
Now, I got a quick question for you, just out of personal curiosity. Who is the most, I would say, popular guy that they have building setups over there, if you know?
I'd say it's Jeff. Well, okay, I'd say the most popular guy is Jeff. He's the owner, but
I asked because other companies, I'm not gonna put another company out there, but I know other companies, they have Keegan Leahy and people like that. I don't know if you have any of the Pro Series helping you all out over there.
We have a couple people. I personally don't know the NASCAR builders because I don't race Open NASCAR too much. I did grab all 3 C Open records last week. I did, but I'd say it's between Jeff himself, William Hill helps out too, and I I know the name of the NASCAR builder, but I can't pronounce his name, and I'm not going to butcher it.
All right, man. Well, you're starting P15 here tonight. It's a lot
Yeah,
of
I
ground,
slid across the line.
a
Yeah,
lot of ground to make up to get a third podium in a row. Maybe you would get that win, but good luck tonight.
yeah. Good luck tonight, Isaac. I'm sure it's gonna be a fun race to watch.
I guarantee you will. You guys always put on a show here in the Gen 4 series.
All right, see you, Isaac.
All right, with that being said, let's go over our official starting lineup tonight. No surprise in this front row. Nelson, Brug, 1 and 2. Like, it's been like that all season long, finishing 1 and 2, running 1 and 2. Row 2, you have Hollingsworth and Loxton. Row 3, Grant Fisher and newcomer Garen Turner. Really good qualifying effort here in his first qualifying run in the Noto series. Row 4, you'll have Charles Wood, Alex Chase. Finish up the top 10, you'll have TJ Warren's a really good qualifying effort. Mark Herzog, Craig Martin, Daniel R. Williams will be your row 6. Row 7, you'll have Joshua Corner, Paul Crumey, Tyler Merritt. Tonight's sponsor going to have a lot of ground to make up to look for a third race in a row, getting that podium finish. Outside of him will be Larry Eddy. On to row 9, Mitchell Williams and Thomas Volano. Around at the field, you have Sealbon Ortega and Ethan Owen. Ortega making his return. Haven't seen him too much this season. I think it's the first race he's been back in a while. I don't think he gridded. Oh, it sucks. So Ortega and Owen looks like they did not grid. They might not be racing. Unfortunately, looking forward to see Ortega, see what he can do. Ortega, one of the more newcomer guys to iRacing here in this league, but he always surprises me with the runs he puts together. Oh, there's only one pace lap. I thought there was going to be two. Pacer can pull off and go green flag racing. Rugg, Nelson, going to lead him to green here. 130 laps of racing in the Maconi setup shop. 130 here at PHONEIX. Brug with that really good restart, going to grab that first place position for now. They go through that dog leg. Looks like Brug's going to be able to lead lap 1 here tonight. Brug locks in. Brug, Nelson, locks in, Hollingsworth, Turner. Give me your top 5. Let's go ahead and look at Garen Turner real quick. First time racing here tonight. Really nice looking Dodge Mopar scheme. Always a big fan of those. Mopar fan myself. I wish they'd bring Mopar back to NASCAR. I miss seeing Dodges out there, but solid top 5 run here early in the race. Up 3 of 30, Alex Chase having a solid run, solid qualifying effort for him as well. Early on, lap 3 of 130. Fortunately, did not get fuel mileage. Forgot to ask when I was talking to the drivers earlier. Everyone kind of single filing it out for the most part. Looks like Grant Fisher might have some company for that 6th place position. Here comes the 50 of Charles Woods. Looking to make a run. Brug, in the meantime, already up to a half a second lead over Benjamin Nelson. And Brug's always been under this mantra. No, I wouldn't say mantra. This game plan of let's go out there, try to get that bonus point for leading the most laps. Because he knows that Nelson, he's going to need as many bonus points as he can get. Because those two, when they finished last season, I think the points were like, I think it was 4 or 5 points that separated him from Nelson to finish the season off. And those 4 points came from bonus points of leading the most laps throughout the season. Joshua Corner having some issues, and the 69 machine going off track for excursion. Let's go see what happened here to the 8 machine. Got on the gas a little too much into that grass, and this is the first time we've seen actual grass come into play since the update iRacing put out. As we go back live, who was that in front of the 8? That was Mark Herzog getting loose off the corner, able to collect it though. But going back to the whole grass thing, they put an update out to start the season off, where when you hit the grass, you don't just slide through it like you used to. It actually slows you down and acts like grass should. So, as a road course racer myself, I love it because now if I go off course, I'm not just sliding into a wall. I can actually turn through the grass and stuff like that. And when you're racing on an oval like this that has that grass, you're not gaining speed as you're hitting. You're able to kind of control your car and keep it going straight. As we have a pretty split up field right here. Look at Brug with a half-second lead. Loxton 2/10 behind Nelson. Hollingworth about 2.5 behind Loxton. And then the field kind of start getting a little bit spread out. We pull our track map up real quick and you see how spread out that field is. Got a pack of about 3 or 4 different packs of racing here. TJ Warren qualified up towards the front, falling back to all the way to 14th so far. TJ Warren going in the wrong direction, already down 5 spots from where he qualified at. Qualified inside the top 10, currently running in 15th. Another guy who's dropped a lot of spots is Joshua Corner. He's dropped 5 as well. He's down to 18th. Your biggest mover so far will be your race sponsor here. 10 laps in, he is already up 6 spots from where he started at. Tyler Merritt doing a really good job running that Maconi setup shop paint scheme. We'll actually go on board as a race sponsor here. Right one. The Alex Chase kind of leading this pack of 4 or 5 cars. From what I can tell here early on, it's pretty difficult to pass. Oh, there was almost contact there. Yeah, Alex Chase leading the second group of cars. Chase, Fisher, Woods, Merritt, and the 75 of Craig Martin. It almost looks like Woods and Merritt are faster than Fisher. It's just so hard to pass here with these cars. And I have nothing really against PHONEIX. I just wish they would bring the championship race to home, because the racing I saw over the weekend across all 3 series was just absolutely amazing. I know when they originally brought it here to Phoenix, the Gen 6 car wasn't the best on 1.5 miles, and it did really good at short tracks. Well, now you got a car in the Cup Series that's the opposite. Really good 1.5 mile car, really boring racing on short tracks. Going back to the lead, Brug still leading the way. That gap, though, the Nelson looks like it is closing. We take a look at some lap times here with Brug and Nelson. Actually, no, he's gaining a little bit on Nelson here. Gap now up to 7/10. Brug and Nelson both looking for their 3rd win of the season. Everybody else looking for their 1st. Actually, we went on board with Merritt. Let's actually go on board here with Nelson. You know, Nelson is managing this very tricky track. Looks like Nelson's actually starting to close that gap there a little bit. Gaining about 2.5 tenths between these last two laps as they come across the start finish line here. Let's see what the gain is here for Nelson. No, actually that's the gain for Brug. Brug losing about a tenth that time by. We got a lot of action back here. The battle for ninth going on. Craig Martin and Mark Herzog went back and forth for a little bit. For the time being, Craig prevails. Tyler Merritt now has made his way all the way up into 6th position. The great thing about Tyler here is you see on the track map, right at the top of your screen below the Maconi Setup Shop logo, he has nothing but open track in front of him, so he can really focus on running his line, hitting his braking points, and maybe even gaining ground on the car in front of him. For the time being, Turner actually running faster laps than Merritt. Over the last 5 laps, Turner has been almost a tenth quicker every single lap. Grant Fisher coming down pit lane. Looks like he might have some damage because Fisher hit the wall or something. Not seeing him hitting the wall anywhere, but he does have a ton of damage on that right front. He came down, he got 4 new tires, may have used a faster pair. He did. He's back out there on track. Going back to the lead, Johnny Brug still leading the way. Nelson trying to chase him down. He's there. He has closed that gap to about 3 or 4 car lengths. Complete lap 25 here. You see Nelson in the green on the bottom 4 of the last 5 laps. Slowly but surely closing that gap to that back bumper. And these two have actually built a little bit of a gap to the 3rd place car, the number 3 of Christian Loxton. So if they start battling it out for position, they got a little bit of time to do it. Loxton is about a little under a second back. Let's take a quick look at tire fall. Their best times of the race so far. Brug with the 27.9, Loxton with the 27.9, Nelson with the 28.0, and last time by, about a 1.5-second fall off here, 27 laps in. Of course, they're all Chevys. As Nelson starts closing his gap to Brug, he's also opening that gap up to Loxton. Loxton's starting to fall a little bit back, and now he has that 7:15 of Garen Turner all over him. Garen Turner possibly looking to the inside, can't quite get the runoff corner exit. Possibly going to be setting up a dive to the inside here to go into turn 3. Garen Turner works on locks, and we got a battle for the lead going on. Nelson has caught Brug, and it's to the inside. Brug on the outside, getting a little loose, hits the wall. It's going to open the door for Nelson to get by him fairly easily. Brug was a simple mistake, cost him a chance to really battle for that position, as I think he had the preferred line. And now it's going to open the door for Nelson to really start pulling away. Nelson assuming the race lead from Johnny Brug. In the meantime, Loxton, Wood still going at it. Loxton and Turner still going at it. Hollingsworth has made his way into the top 5. Merritt still running there in 6, up 9 spots from where he started at. Woods, who is running up here in the top 5 for a bit, or just outside the top 5. He has fallen all the way back here to 10th place. And Nelson has already opened that gap up to a second. Turner finally getting around Loxton there. And here comes the 97 on Hollingsworth. Loxton must have slipped up somewhere. And he's going to lose 2 spots here in a span of a lap. Let's go back and watch this pass for third and see if something happened here to the 3 of Loxton. You wind it here and see if Loxton slipped up or if he just wasn't able to run that preferred line. And that's what opened the door for Hollingsworth and Turner to pass here. Turner right there in that back bumper did a great job not making contact. Yeah, he just got moved up out of the lane by Turner getting around him. Losing 2 spots on 1 corner, falling all the way back to 5th. Craig Martin having problems. And that's the first time we see someone get loose. And right there, that's what I was talking about. The new mechanic with the grass. Back, if this would happen 7 weeks ago before the season reset, he would have been slamming into that wall. iRacing did a really quality job fixing what was wrong with going off track on ovals and road courses, and he was able to keep that car going straight. That's the first time we've seen someone get loose going into the dogleg. You gotta wonder who else is struggling going into that dogleg. Let's actually go on board here with, let's go on board with Turner. Newcomer here to No-Toe, running his first race, running top 3 here, 35-130, and let's go see how he's getting around this track. It almost seems like it is kind of tight entrance, and then it starts getting loose, rolling through center, and it really gets loose on corner exit there for 3 and 4. Deal 1 and 2 handles. Oh! I wonder if did we miss a little bit of contact there? No, he wow! Got on the brake and got into the wall. And And I think Hollingsworth and him are going to be going at it. They are. This is a battle for third position here. Turner, Hollingsworth going at it. Door to door they go, going into turn one. I think Turner has that preferred line, though. Hollingsworth can't quite get the drive if he's going to try here. They're still going to be side by side going through the dog leg here. Tuning in, this is the battle for third we're watching between newcomer Garen Turner and Jeff Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth going to have the... Oh, I thought he was about to get rear-ended there by Lawson. He's going to have the reset here, get behind Turner, and have to set it up again. That's from what I'm seeing here. You're going to have to try to set that pass up on the outside. I think Hollingsworth realizes that. There, Eddie's coming down pit lane. Might be a scheduled pit stop. No, there, I think Larry Eddie retired. You want to back up to your leader, Benjamin Nelson, building that lead to about 1.2 seconds. And you gotta wonder, he's coming up with some lap traffic. Gotta wonder how much this lap traffic is gonna be an issue for Nelson, or if they're just gonna kind of let him by. We see a lot of drivers being really respectful to the leaders. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised to see them just let Nelson by here. We go, looking at the schedule, we go from short track racing, if you can call it that, here at Phoenix, and we go to New Atlanta. Super Speedway style of racing next week, 100 laps of racing there. It may be newly paved Super Speedway, but you're gonna want fresh tires there. If you stay out on old tires, your car can get really, really tight, and you're gonna wish you would have pitted for tires. So we go Atlanta, Dover, and then Chicagoland. Your next three races here, no toad. Well, if I'm looking at the schedule, I'm really looking forward to what's coming up here in 5 weeks at the end of November. Going to Indianapolis. Definitely looking forward to that race. Well, the 8th, I think he seems to crash. He did. Daniel R. Williams is parked somewhere on track. Williams, I think you're going to have to tow, buddy. He's stuck in the wall. Oh, no, there he goes. I think he's trying to get it turned around without causing a caution. I think as soon as he pulls out here on track, caution's going to fly. Ooh. Nope. Williams doing a really good job there, getting that car back going straight and not causing a caution. He has locks into his outside now. Let's go see what happened here to Williams. Maybe. I think he blinked out if that happened, because it's not... He must have blinked out as it happened because it's not letting me go back and watch it. Nelson though still leading the way, has a pretty good gap over Brug. He has some cars coming down pit lane. Craig Martin down pit lane, Volano down pit lane. A couple people running towards the back, maybe trying to short pit it here. Maybe you're gonna have to pit 3 times or twice. I mean, and for it to be a one-stop race, you would have to make it to lap 65. Actually, I'm almost wondering if they can make it to the end from here. That's why they're trying to maybe short pit this. We have no other takers down pit lanes, though. Pull up the NASCAR tower. There's a gap between Brug and Nelson. 2.8 seconds is the gap. Turner, 4.2 back. Locks at 6.27 back. And Hollingsworth, 6.8. Tyler Mayer, who made his way up to 6th, he's fallen back to 8th position, 13 seconds behind the leader. Nelson coming up on a lap car, but that lap car right in front of him has a fresh set of Goodyear, not Goodyear, it's General Tire here in ARCA. General tires on. Paul Crumey possibly having issues. He just lost 2 spots there. And we in that 31 machine went from 10th to 12th. Looks like we might have a decent battle start heating up between TJ Warren and Mitchell Williams for that 10th position. About 10 laps shy of halfway, and you gotta wonder when we're gonna have these takers down pit lane. And Johnny Brug, your outside pole sitter, went and led the first 30 laps. And started falling back pretty quickly from Nelson, and Nelson has just done an outstanding job, really, all season long, figuring this car out and getting a lot of speed in the long run. I think Brug actually might be falling back to 3rd place. Let's take a quick look at some lap times here between him and Turner, and Turner has gained about 2.5 tenths over the last 5 laps or so. Turner did lose 2 tenths that time by. I think Turner is struggling to get around his lap car, the 8 of Williams here. But while we got some green flag racing going on, let's just give a quick shout out to the Friday night series. They're gonna have a really fun and interesting race this Friday. Mitchell Williams now looking to the inside of Brug. That's not for position. I think Williams is actually on fresher tires. But this Friday, if you don't got nothing going on, come hang out with the guys in Noto. We're actually going to go night racing at Talladega. I know Talladega does not have lights, which makes this race, why is this race so fun? We're taking the Cadillac CTS road cars, and we're going racing with them. I have done that race a couple times, and it is an absolute blast. If you don't got nothing going on that Friday, come check them out. Practice 8:30, qualifying at 9:30, and come have some fun with the guys here in No Toad. Turning, getting around the 8, gonna start setting his sights on that number 1 machine of Brug. Might have a pretty good battle for second here. Almost a half lane. You gotta wonder who's gonna be that first taker down pit lane here in the top 5. Grant Fisher is slow on the front stretch. I didn't think he crashed. He must have gotten loose and collected it, but he definitely was slow. No caution, though. Go back to the battle for second. Turner has closed that gap to the back bumper of Brug. Brug doing everything he can, but I think it's only be a matter of time for Gann and Turner's going to be able to get that second spot away from Brug. Charles Woods coming down pit lane. Broomy coming down pit lane. Fisher down pit lane. At that point of the race, our pit lane's about to get pretty busy. Just shy of the halfway mark. We watched this battle for second. Nelson up to a 5-second lead. Gannon Turner qualified. I believe he qualified in third. No, he qualified 6th. He's up 3 spots from where he started at. Really solid run there here for Turner. 10 cars still on the lead lap. Mitchell Williams first car on the last car on the lead lap. As here comes Brug and Turner. Oh, guys, getting slowed down. Turner was a really good entry. Would be surprised if I saw a speeding penalty. Let's take a quick look. No speeding penalty there. But Turner making up quite a bit of time on that pit lane. And he's actually on the low line, so he's actually going to have a little bit of a faster trip down pit lane. And Nelson with that 5-second lead, he can really just kind of stay out here and just get some time. I wouldn't say gained, but he has some time to lose, what I meant to say. But Nelson actually coming on pit lane. Kind of surprised that we've seen Nelson stay out a lot of the times. But this time he's coming in a lap after everybody. That's going to hand the lead over to Loxon. No, Loxon coming down as well as Hollingsworth. What about Herzog? What's Mark do? Mark's coming down. Alex Chase coming down. Got Tyler Merritt coming down. So everybody coming down pit lane here. TJ Warren, the first car to stay out under this pit cycle. You gotta wonder if they're actually at that limit of fuel, too. See if we have any speeding penalties. Not seeing no black flags, so everyone doing a great job. Gannon Turner actually has a real life spotter, too. I just noticed that. Yeah, TJ Warren does. TJ Warren still opting to stay out here. Mitchell Williams staying out. Nelson was so far ahead of these guys, he only came out 8 seconds behind Warren. And how about this? Turner actually beat Brug off of pit lane there. Getting Turner up to second once these pit cycles complete. As I think for Brug, one of his things that's really hurt him this season is green flag pit stops. Turner looking low on the 31 of Krumi trying to get around him on these fresher tires. And Turner actually made up a bunch of ground on Nelson. He was with Brug about 5 seconds back from Nelson. Now that gap's only 1.8. Again, the Turner going to try to make the most out of these fresh tires and try to catch the professor here. TJ Warren finally coming down pit lane. He hand the lead back over to Nelson. Hank Carr's still on the lead lap. Tyler Merritt has fallen back to 10th after that green flag iteration. And Alex Chase had a really solid run here, running in 7th. About 60 laps to go. Tyler Merritt might be trying to look for a top 5 here tonight. Or not Tyler Merritt, Alex Chase. The wife has tuned into the broadcast. Wife actually looking forward. She has a trip coming up this Friday. Going to visit her friends in Kansas. First time flying for her, so I wish her luck on that flight. Turner actually starting to lose on Nelson. That gap now over 2 seconds. We're past the halfway mark. Just under 60 laps to go as this field's looking to get their first green to checkered race possibly complete here this season. Something we saw quite a bit last season. Haven't seen yet here this season though, but looking very possible tonight. Field really spread out. Everyone doing a great job keeping this car straight. We've had a couple spins here and there, but everyone doing a great job keeping it green. But we got 50 laps of racing to go. No yellows as of yet. So let's go ahead and play one more time video from the sponsors.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. There's a reason that Maconi Setup Shop is trusted by more virtual and real-world tracks and companies than any other setup shop in iRacing. With partners such as Stafford Motor Speedway, the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, Five Flag Speedway, Speed 51, and more. When you want something done right, you go to the experts at Maconi Setup Shop.
With setups available for most series on both asphalt and dirt, built by a team of professional builders consisting of some of the top talents on the service, Maconi Setup Shop LLC has what you need to hit the track with confidence. Head over to MaconiSetupShop.com and learn why Maconi Setup Shop is the official setup shop of Richmond Raceway Esports and is partnered with some of the largest names in virtual and real racing.
And remember, at Maconi Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Alright, as we are back live late racing here, just shy of 50 to go. Nelson, your current leader, currently watching about for second. Johnny Brug was running top two most of the race, lost that second spot, coming to pit lane on the green flag pit cycles, and has chased down Gannon Turner and looking to try to get around him here. You can start finish line here, 52 to go this time by. Nelson up to a 2.5 second lead. Tyler Merritt has made his way back up to P8. Let's go on board one more time here with Mr. Merritt.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, as we're right on board, Tyler Merritt, yellow has flown. TJ Warner's issues. Let's see what happened here. Six Machine running 13th at the time. Oh, just slid up in front of the 31 of Krumi. And it don't take a lot to send these cars around. Actually, huh. Right on board here is Krumi. Yeah, I just really no time to react there for Krumi. Racing deal 100%. No damage to the 6. Well, this is really going to group up the field. 9 cars left on the lead up. Craig Martin should be your lucky dog, as pit lane is about to be a super busy place. As I must have missed it somewhere, but Brug got around? I'm not seeing it. When did Brug get around? 7:15. You're riding on board. Oh, here it is. Let's go watch this while they're pitting. This is the pass for second that we missed. Right on board is Tyler Merritt. Oh, Brug really sent it into that corner. I think the caution came while he's completing the pass. Can't quite tell when the caution came out. I think the new Phoenix. New Phoenix has lights all the way around. Oh, caution's gonna fly. Runner pacing. Nah, I don't want to put no one down. I don't want to give them the good old broadcaster's curse. So we should go by green flag racing with just over 40 laps to go. I have 10 cars on the lead lap. Should be interesting. Oh, actually, Creamy and Warren, I believe, are battling for position on that right happen too. Okay, so they're going to pull off. Brug and Nelson, 1-2, going to lose the green yet again here. Nelson's a really good restart this time. The last time Brug actually got the advantage on the restart. This time, though, Nelson getting a really good jump there. Brug and Turner will be going back at it for P2. Everyone's already kind of single-filed it out. Tyler Merritt, though, looks to be working on that 57 machine of Herzog for P6. Tyler Merritt looking to the inside. Herzog pinching him down. Merritt having to go below the yellow there a little bit. Getting a little loose. See the wheels moving back and forth. Merritt doing a great job keeping that 38 Maconi setup machine going straight. Oh, Herzog got into the wall there, lost a lot of ground to Merritt. Merritt can take over that 6th spot. Merritt back into P6, the highest we saw him get during that really long green flag run we had to start the race. Now Loxon looking beneath Hollingsworth here for P4. Hollingsworth getting a little bit loose, almost contact there with him in the 3, and here comes Tyler Merritt to the inside. Oh, and he's going to get in the back of Loxon. Loxon going around, and caution's going to come out. Oh, and late contact there by the 8 of Williams. Take another look at it. We saw it happening live as they were battling out for position. He locks and sent it in deep. Slid up the track, and we'll have to go on board there with a 97. Same thing we saw with the last caution too. I don't know if you ask me. I think Hollingsworth had a little bit of time to let up, but it's go mode. I mean, you can't really give too much here with just over 40 laps to go. Only had a couple of green flag laps. Should be interesting to see if they have takers. No takers in the field as of yet. Christian should be coming down pit lane. Christian coming down as well as Daniel Williams. Benjamin Nelson has definitely dominated this race. For sure has the most laps led. We've only had 3 leaders here tonight. Nelson, Brug, and TJ Warren led there for a little bit during green flag pit stops. Nelson definitely leading the most laps so far. Johnny Brug led the first 30 or so, and after that it's been nothing but Benjamin Nelson. Well, it's going to allow the field to restack back up and go green flag racing with about 35 to go. Second caution of the night. Started the race off with an 80 somewhat lap green flag run. Caution came out when Croomy and TJ Warren got into it, and this last caution caused by contact between Hollingsworth and Loxon. Lights on the pace car are going to turn off. Nelson Bergen leading back to green. Tyler Merritt, though, how about this? Making his way all the way up into the top 5. First time here tonight, up 11 spots from where he started at. We'll actually go on board here with the 38 on this restart.
Green, green, green.
Wow, these guys are loose on restarts. Holy cow. There's some restart action from the cockpit point of view of your race sponsor, Tyler Merritt. But we got a good battle for the lead brewing up here. 35 to go this time by Brug. Nelson, Brug, Hollingsworth, your top 3. Not Hollingsworth, my bad. Turner. Hollingsworth actually looking to the inside of Tyler Merritt here, along with Mark Herzog there in the battle as well. Hollingsworth getting a little loose there. Gonna lose a spot here to Herzog. Here comes Loxon, contact between these two. Last caution. Do we see a little payback from Loxon? Loxon gonna go low, and Hollingsworth gets in the lull. He's gonna lose another spot to Alex Chase. Hollingsworth going in the wrong direction here, falling all the way back to P8. Nelson starting to gain a little bit of a gap over Johnny Brug in that one machine. Not sure where Turner went. Not seeing him in the picture. There's Gannon Turner. '99 complete. This time by, they'll be on lap 100 of 130. Tyler Merritt looking for a third straight podium here. He's just one spot out, but Gannon Turner has put in a really good run here in his debut race. Been running really top 5 most of the race. Running currently inside the podium spot. Tyler Merritt just outside that top 3. And Loxton making a really good rebound. Got spun out on that last restart. Had a restart P10. He's made his way back up to 5th. So Loxton definitely a man on a mission right now. Trying to get back up inside that top 3 where he had been running most of that initial green flag run. 30 to go this time by. There goes Loxton sending it in deep. Will it stick for him? They'll merit on that high line. We see that high line be the preferred line when trying to complete a pass. If you're able to run that high line, you can defend that line pretty well. And we've seen here tonight so far the only way to really get past someone is sending it in really deep on the entry of the corner. Can't quite get around the Maconi setup shot machine. And there it is right there, sending in really deep. He's going to slide up in front of Merritt. And he's going to take over that 4th place position. Has his eyes set on Gannon Turner at 7:15. Herzog getting a little loose there in corner exit. Two Bumblebee yellow machines going at it for the top 5 or top 6. Herzog getting loose on corner exit. And go sliding through the grass. We Stay Green does a great job keeping off the wall. Go back and watch that again by Mark Herzog. Got a little too loose in corner exit. Does a really good job keeping off that wall. I thought he was going dead. He looked like his front end was dead set on that inside wall. We'll check in for the battle for the lead, and there is the gap between Nelson and Brug. Right there in the bump, you see Brug getting there a little loose there in corner exit. Nelson with a really good drive off, going to open that gap back up to about 5 car lengths as they enter turn 3. 26 coming to 25 to go this time by. Loxton, we missed the pass, but Loxton was able to get around Tyler Merritt for P4. No, we didn't miss that pass. My apologies. We saw that pass. Brug running a little bit higher than Nelson. Loxton, though, has his eyes set on that 7:15 last time by. Loxton actually the fastest car on track last time. Mark Herzog making his way back to the field, running P6. Got loose, like as we saw off of turn 2, fell all the way back to 10th. Now has made his way back up to 9th. Has his eyes set on that Cobalt Lowe's 50 machine of Charles Woods. Is Herzog running the Kia? Oh my gosh, he is. Alright, folks, we've seen it. We got Kia in NASCAR. Love it. That's awesome. Herzog sending in deep there, turn 3 and 4. Woods had to go up the track a little bit there. And Herzog's going to take over that 8th place spot. We go back to our leader. Nelson starting to build that gap. 21 to go. They go through 3 and 4. Can come down to 20 to go this time by. Top 4 is all running fairly close. I think the top 4 is within about a second and a half, I would say. .2 seconds. That was pretty close. I'll tell you what, Brug may have won last season, but I think this season's favorite has to be the 79 machine of Nelson. Since midway last season, he has been on an absolute tear. I believe he won 4 of the last 5 races last season. Starts this season off with 2 wins. Should be 3. But we won't get into that. So 6 wins in the last... Come on, I think do math. 6 wins in the last 9 races. Going back to last season for Benjamin Nelson. Looking for number 7 here. Actually, Nelson's looking for 2 in a row here. And he has a pretty good gap being built. Oh, as we go back to Woods and Williams. Wow. With Justin and Tyson Williams said it in deep contact there was a 50. Those guys do an outstanding job saving those cars. Keep them going straight. Now the battle for 7th. What a time that was to switch to a driver. Holy cow. Oh, and Williams is going to turn Woods. That's exactly what happened. Let's go back and watch it. Oh, Williams tried getting a run to the outside and just ever so slightly misjudged it. Turned the 50 around, and we're going to have a late race restart with about 10 to go here. So, I don't know if, I think Froomey might get the free pass here, because I think TJ Warren got, might have just been a 0x, but it looked like he had contact during that wreck. So it should be interesting to see who this lucky dog goes to. Yeah, everyone coming down pit lane. My question is someone going to risk it and take 2? Let's see. Don't know if 2 can be the right call, though. See a lot of cars still staying out. I wonder if these guys are going to try to get their last back the way around. Nelson, right side goes up. Left side goes up. No, I think everybody's taking 4. Oh, what a move on pit road that was. Turner able to edge out Johnny Brug there on pit road. Was he speeding though? That's the question. No. Wow. Turner was a really good exit there out of his pit stall. Able to gain a spot in pit lane. Merritt gained a spot as well. Loxton lost. Oh, where is Loxton at? Falling all the way back to 9th. Go back and watch that pit stop for Christian Loxton as he lost a lot of time at pit lane. Here he is coming in 4th. No speeding penalties. Didn't overshoot his box. Oh, he didn't go far enough in. That's what cost Loxton all that time. Tough break for Christian Loxton, losing 4 spots in pit lane there. No, 5 spots. If you're tuning into this race, not watching the football game, currently the Vikings are leading the San Francisco 49ers 22-17. Very close game there in the NFL. We also got some more games going on. We got baseball going on. Houston Astros. Yeah, Houston Astros trailing the Texas Rangers 10-2. Thought we had another game tonight, but I think it's tomorrow. No, it was today. The Diamondbacks beat the Phillies 5-1. So the NLCS will be going to Game 7. Back to racing though. Pacers going to pull off.
Green.
Nelson Turner front row this time by. Merritt getting loose. Oh, and Mitchell Williams going into the wall. No caution though. There's a caution. Is that manually thrown? It was manually thrown. Let's go on board here with Mitchell Williams. The shift got him. Oh, that's a hard impact to the wall. And let's actually go on board with another car so I get really loose. Tyler Merritt. Merritt. Oh, I thought Johnny Brug going towards the wall. Oh! I missed that watching Williams. That might have been the caution. Johnny Brug getting in contact with, nope, 6. Nope, the 1. There we go. Oh yeah, he just got loose under braking. Sent the 715 again and turn her around. Backwards on track he goes, and the 715 cannot be a happy camper right now. A lot of action there on that restart. 2 cars getting really loose. Leaders getting into it going into turn 1. And we're going to have about 4 or 5 laps of racing to go when we go back green flag racing here at PHONEIX for the Maconi Setup Shop 130. And this is what they always say, caution free, caution. These guys went caution free. Exactly how long they went caution free for. Give me a second. These guys went caution free the first, do math, 82 laps of the race. First caution came out, went green flag race for another 34, and then we've just been and having caution after caution here. The lights on the pace car are off. Thirteen cars on the lead lap. TJ Warren, the one and only car, 1 lap down. Joshua Corner, 2 laps down. Danny Williams, it will be 10 laps down. Fisher, Eddie, out of the race. Owen Ortega never gridded. Five laps to go when Nelson collects the green flag here. Brug shows some promise on that short run speed to start the race, but a lot of it was due to the initial start he had. Ever since then, Nelson's been getting really good restarts here. See what happens on this restart. Yet again, Nelson's that really good jump. Hollingworth's looking to the inside of Brug, turn 1. Brug down the outside line. Here comes Merritt. Merritt will have a pretty good run here. He does. Merritt to the outside of Jeff Hollingsworth as they go through the dog leg going into turn 3 here. 5 to go. Coming down to 4 to go. Nelson with about a 3 car length lead to Johnny Brug. Merritt, Hollingsworth going after P4. Chase getting a little loose on corner exit. They're still going out for P3. Looks like Merritt should get the run here this time by. He does. Tyler Merritt into P3 late in this race. Brug trying to do everything he can to chase down that leader, Benjamin Nelson. That gap is 0.2 seconds down to 0.1. Brug with a really good exit here off of turn 3. 3 to go this time by. Johnny Brug definitely looks stronger in that second sector of the track. Here in sector 1, Nelson has shown some speed. That gap though down to just a half a car length at the end of turn 3. Mitchell Williams going off track. We stay green though. Johnny Bruggs trying to get this. I can't quite get it done. 0.1's the distance. 2 to go this time by. Johnny Bruggs and how to send it in deep. He got loose though. It's going to open the gap up. Because that would cost Bruggs a chance for the win. He'd have to try to set up a run here on corner exit. Tyler Merritt third. Herzog up to 4th. Hollingsworth 5th. And Loxton recovering to 6th here. White flag is out in the Maconi setup shop 130. I think that Brugg getting loose coming out of this turn last time by might have cost him a chance. He's going to have to really send it in deep. Nelson going to defend that low line here. Brugg's going to send it in deep on the high line, try to get a crossover move complete maybe, but he can't quite get it done. Nelson coming out of turn 4 is going to win his 3rd of the season, 2nd in a row. Benjamin Nelson back to victory lane. Tyler Merritt getting another podium finish, 3rd in a row for him. Johnny Brugg coming P2, and Herzog making a great charge at the end of that race. Come across 4th, Hollingsworth 5th, Loxton 6th, Turner 7th, Chase 8th, Woods comes across 9th, and around at your top 10, Craig Martin comes across 10th. What a finish to the race that was. Mm, Go ahead and pull down our race sponsor here tonight. Tyler Merritt, man, you might look keep sponsoring races. It seems to bring you good luck. Looks like you're struggling to kind of run just outside the top five. Caution fell in your favor there to end the race. You come across the field, the line P3 here tonight, man. What a race that was for you.
Yeah, it was. Honestly, after that first run, I was like, I'm gonna hope for a top 8. I'm very happy I got a top 3 tonight. Very, very happy.
Yeah, man. So I only saw it happen once. I thought I was gonna see it more. How loose was that dog leg on older tires?
It was loose because I even got off throttle and I actually went through the dirt and I actually got airborne a little bit that first run actually.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the dirt, and I can talk to your driver about this. How much of a difference did that update to the dirt make for you at this race? Because there was a couple times I saw people go in the grass. I'm like, oh, they're gonna hit the wall, but this new dirt update kind of avoided that.
It's made it to where you can control your car and save your car a lot more if you get in the dirt than you could before. Before it was like driving on ice.
Ice, yep.
See, but now the way it is, it's kind of like I'd say driving a rally car, rallycross, where you could save. It's got like I'd say grip like it, where you could save it. Like you can maybe get on the throttle a certain way, or turn the wheel a certain way, you can save the car and just power through, just let off, it'll save the car. But when it's still gonna be pretty scary though. You're gonna save the car more often, but there's still a good chance you're gonna wipe out.
Well, man, you get I think your third podium in a row as you guys look towards. I want to say it's New Atlanta. It says on the schedule Modern Atlanta, so
It is New Atlanta.
okay.
Johnny said in the racer that he put it on there because we hadn't run that track yet, and he just wanted to go and get out of the way for the year, you know.
Well, I will say this from experience as a super speedway racer myself. It may be New Atlanta, but tires are still a thing there. It still
Okay.
eats them tires up like no other.
Okay, so from what TJ and Mitchell told me, and because the our super speedway series went there Friday night, and from what I was told, the car's tight even on a cold tires. The car's tight
Oh,
there.
and it gets a lot tighter on your tires.
And so
I
you got to let off. If like for some reason you get force 3 wide there, uh, I'm expecting to see someone either drop way back to the back of the pack, or where you're gonna see Rex next Monday night.
I will say this though. That is the only super speedway I have ever raced at to where you don't want to be the leader during a long green flag run because you
Actually,
eat more time. From my experience, and I've raced there in trucks. Uh, Arc, we're Gen 4, but it's gonna be the actual Arca car next week because of the super speedway package. So Arca and next gen. I haven't raced her in Xfinity yet, but from what I have raced her in, anytime I was leading the race, it ate my tires up more than anything because I was just full throttle all the time.
that is true. I will say the Gen 4 is slightly different. It still has more horsepower. You can get a bigger run with the Gen 4 than you could in the Arca car, but it's still going to act the same. But from what TJ and Mitchell told me, actually being in front is kind of easy because you can defend in the Gen 4 at Atlanta easier than you can in Daytona or Talladega. You can anyway. Because I guess the speed difference isn't as much, and you can just give someone dirty air, and they're going to lift off, or they'll have to wreck, or they'll end up wrecking you one of the two.
All right, man. Well, congrats on getting your third podium finish in a row. Kind of snuck into this one, but hey, you raced your ass off, and well, what a drive that was for you, man.
It was, man. After I botched qualifying because I said I was trying to go for a hot lap, try to get a podium start, and the car just got loose. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to hit the wall just enough to get the car to slow down. I'll try to break across start finish line, and it stopped right at the start finish line after I crossed it,
All right,
and
man.
that just set the race up. I do want to thank Whiskey Riff again, my paid sponsor, and also Maconi Setup Shop for everything they helped me out with. I also want to give thanks to you, Isaac. The streams have been really really good this season.
All right, man. Well, good luck next week in Atlanta. I think should be interesting.
All right, see you, Isaac. I'll
Oh, whoops. I got him off there. I'm so sorry, Tyler, for watching this. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I cannot believe I did that. All right, next we're bringing in the Rocket Man, Johnny Brug, man. First and foremost, what a run you had. Starting the race, led the first 30 laps. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to go out there, lead the most laps. Unfortunately, couldn't do that here tonight. Like, couple main things. You made a couple mistakes there at the end. Very uncommon for you and characteristic. Looks like you got loose under braking. And then 2 to go coming out of 2, you got loose. And I think that's what cost you a chance to send it in there on the last lap.
Yeah, I definitely made a mistake with hip checking Garen there. On that restart, it looked like Mitchell spun his tires and ended up hitting the wall. But we had multiple people yelling at me in the Discord to throw the caution, throw the caution. So I was reaching over to try and throw the caution. TJ beat me to it, but it just threw me off a little bit. I got a little loose and just barely hip checked Garen, and that was enough to send him up in the wall. So I definitely feel really bad about that because he was definitely a contender tonight. So I did not want to end his race that bad. I see he bounced back to 7th, but still he definitely had a shot at the win there. So it wasn't intentional at all. But and then looking back at that replay, I don't even think it should have been a caution. It looks like Mitchell was the only one that hit the wall. So I don't know. We're gonna have a discussion about that. But
From my point of view, Mitchell got loose, and while Mitchell was getting loose, Tyler was also loose up front. So there's 2 cars on that outside lane that were really squished. You almost got hip checked really bad on that restart. Um, Tyler was loose, Mitchell got loose, and when he hit that wall, it looked like before he made impact, he was gonna end up getting turned around.
yeah, that might have been the case. But you know, like
It looked worse than it was.
right. Yeah, that's probably why people were quick to, jump on and tell us to throw a caution. But I mean, in real life, that would have been a caution, so I guess I get it. But according to our rule book, that would have been an iffy there. So
Please, let's throw a
yeah,
caution for a water bottle on track.
yeah. But yeah, and then after on that final restart, I was right there with Ben, and then I was right to his bumper, and like you said, I just got loose coming out of 2, and I knew after that, like that was it. Heated up that right rear too much on that at that point, but it was a fun battle nonetheless.
Yeah, because I was watching that and I was thinking in my head while I'm broadcasting, if you could have stayed on his bumper, I saw you get around Turner on old tires by sending it in deep into 1. I figured that's what you're trying to originally do, set up a pass into 1. It seemed like that was the most common area for people to set the pass up on by sending it in deep, and you just got loose off of 2, lost too much ground as we're watching it live right here in slow motion. Just lost too much ground to Ben to make up at the end of that race.
Yeah, Ben did a great job as always of defending his P1 position. So, but still, that was really fun that it got that close at the end. And again, I just feel really bad that that little hip check took Garen out of the battle because I think it would have been a really good 3-4 car battle there on that restart had we went green or and all been able to keep it, straight to the finish.
Yeah, and next week you guys go to New Atlanta, Super Speedway style Atlanta. Um, I'm kind of interested to see what you guys can do there. Is this league has just put on absolute shows since I started broadcasting for y'all. 4 cautions here tonight, and that's just crazy stat with how hard these cars are to handle here. So really looking forward to see what you guys can do at that New Atlanta track. As that track has a tendency to put on some good racing. Maybe see 3 wide. I don't know. It's kind of hard to do there.
Yeah, so I guess the fun series Super Speedway series on Friday night they just ran there this past Friday, and they said it's gonna be really interesting because the car feels super tight, almost like you're running an 87 at Super Speedway, but not as bad. So should be interesting. They were racing 3 wide. They didn't have a big field though, so we'll see how it shakes up. But yeah, it should be fun. Super proud of everybody tonight, though. I was expecting more cautions, especially in the first half of the race, with how slick it was out there tonight. But everybody did a really good job.
All right, man. Congrats on another podium finish here tonight as we look forward to Atlanta next week.
Thank you. See you there.
All right, next let's pull in our race winner, the Professor, once again taking everybody to class. Dominating performance there. I think he led all but 32, 33 laps of the race, dude. Man, talk us through that race as you just seemed like you had that long run figured out.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of felt like I was eating the tires up, but according to the tire wear that we all had, I was pretty even everywhere because I had like 79 on that first long run that we went through, and most others were like 60 something right front and 70 something rear. So I had more tire, but it's really just due to the way I balance the car on entry and center. I don't really like overwork either tire. I try not to, at least. Really goes for every track, but this one's a particular oddball with the way the corners are shaped. So you got to really place it where you feel like you can get the most out of the tire every corner, and it should carry you if you do that, but it's easier said than done.
Now I gotta ask you, man, are you surprised there was no takers with 2 tires on that last pit stop?
I mean, to be honest, I didn't even consider 2 tires, but I'm looking back, yeah, I'm a little surprised nobody tried it, but I don't think it was gonna work out. At least not. Maybe if they were in 20th, yeah, they might have net gained, but I don't think if they were, 7th, I don't think they would won, but it would have maybe been a net gain for them. It's hard to say. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I'm a little surprised.
Well, you get your third of the season, 2 in a row here. We go Super Speedway racing next week, as you know better than anybody else. That is so unpredictable, as always. It's action packed, but very unpredictable. So good luck next week, as that should be interesting. But after that, we go Dover. I'm kind of interested to see how these things will handle at Dover. I know Bristol put on one hell of a show last season. I know Dover's a little bit different, but it seems like the same style of racing we might see at Dover.
Yeah, Dover is one of my absolute favorite tracks. I didn't get to run this there yet because my other league I had things to do that week, so unfortunately I missed that race. But looking forward to trying it in this league and see where we go from there. But hey, I wanted to say I am going to Martinsville.
Ah, sweet. I will hit you up on Discord, or if you just want to text, because service kind of sucks at races because everybody's there and it's so hard to get stuff going.
Yeah, I'll talk to you after the broadcast.
Okay. Well, get that win here tonight. Might get the points lead possibly. Should be interesting. I think after Atlanta, I'll start having points up every week, because after that, everybody will have at least 4 races counted for them. So good luck next week at Atlanta, as would not be surprised to see you and Brug leading the lines there.
Yeah, Atlanta's its own beast. Anything can happen there. It's gonna be fun. Thank you.
No problem. So that will that will conclude tonight's broadcast, as Nelson gets his third of the season, second in a row. Still only have 2 winners this season. Brug with 2, Nelson with 3 now. As we look forward to next week at Atlanta, might have our first new winner of the season outside these 2 you see on your screen right now. They've been sitting 1 and 2 really all season long, putting on a show. But we'll see y'all next week at New Atlanta on the night before Halloween. So might get something going for that. I don't know yet. But hopefully see y'all then. If not, y'all have a safe week. And if you don't tune in next week, have a safe Halloween. And all you parents out there, make sure you get the good candy from your kids. But we'll catch y'all next time.